We totally meant to come at you on Tuesday, but obviously this week with the pool has been kind of full. But there's something on my mind I wanted to talk about, and that is being a host. If you're having people over and being a guest. There's only two things for Thanksgiving. You be a host or a guest. Let's talk about the do's and don'ts. Otis, it's been weighing on his mind too. Number one, as I was starting to get ready, the guest room in the back ready. You guys have seen that room before with the two twin beds. I was in there thinking, I like the fact that the dresser in between the two beds is a clean surface. I like the fact that the bookcase there where people can set stuff is also a clean surface. Sometimes we're so decorated or have stuff in our rooms like that people come in with their stuff and there's kind of no place to put stuff. Like you can't set your watch down or your jewelry down or a drink down because it's so decorated, which is nice, but it's not really how you live. I noticed some people, I know my mom and dad used to have the little luggage thing that you could put a little luggage rack or your bag on that. That was kind of nice. It's up off the floor. You can get at things easily. So getting that guest room ready. The closet. Right now, because we got out of storage, that back closet is jammed full. And it is not just jammed full because I have too much stuff. It is that big. So what I'm going to do is take some of that stuff out and put it in my closet, just absorb it for the weekend or the week of Thanksgiving, and let the people in that room, who stay in that room, put some hangers in there. Put some hangers in there. I know it sounds obvious, but... And then they can hang up their stuff. Make a little space on the floor for shoes. Some of you might have really large closets. This is not a problem. I am speaking from someone who is in a very small place. The next thing is, when your guests get there, you know, I could say, light the place well, all the look stuff, but think more of what they're thinking, especially if it's somebody you don't know that well. It's really important when somebody comes into your house to offer them something. Offer them something to drink. Offer them, you know, here's where the bathroom is. Just so it's not that awkward thing of like, you know, oh, what do I do with my hand? It's just, it's nice to offer someone a drink. It can be ginger ale. It could be a water. But after they've traveled for a little bit, it's nice to have a drink as you stand there and talk. I have a don't. I have a don't for being a host, and that is don't be too busy. People, when they're throwing a party or a dinner, they get too busy, and you're forgetting that you have people there. My tip is prepare as much as you possibly can the day or days before, and you will have a good time at your own party. You will like being at your own party. You will love where you live, being at your own party. Preparation. Super huge. On the flip side, being a guest. So let's say you're going to someone's house. I have a few do's and don'ts. The first one is, I can't even read my writing. I actually have them here. I can't even read this. Oh, yes. Know that you're a guest and like it's okay to relax and enjoy. If I have someone over and they're fairly new, I want them to sit in my kitchen with me and talk with me. I know it's really nice when guests offer like, you know, oh, let me help you, let me help you, let me help you. Every minute is let me help you. But really, I got it. I just want you to sit and enjoy, chat with me. I want to get to know you a little better. Now, to some of your own family members, maybe they're too relaxed and they could help you a little bit. But I'm talking about just people this is where this started. I knew. I have this month of mother thing. My mom made this for me when I was in college, leaving for college. There are 31 sayings. I'll talk about it on Friday Favorites if I haven't already. I probably have. But this one. Good manners are nothing more. You see it? Good manners are nothing more than making a person feel at ease. That's it. Just making somebody feel comfortable. You can do that. We can all do that. So I think through like what your guest is feeling. Are they uncomfortable? Are they not having a good time? Make sure they have a good time too. And that is a sign of a great host. The other thing as a guest, I just went back to host, but guest is don't bring too much stuff. Don't bring too much stuff to somebody's house. Because when you bring food and stuff, now some people might say, no, have them bring food, have them bring everything. But for people with a smaller home, some people don't have enough counter space and all this stuff is just piled up and whatever. And just remember, even though food is good and drink is good and all that, it's about the people. It's about the people. So you want more time spent with the people you're with. And if there's so much stuff, like you can't even jam in the room, like, do you really need that much stuff? We don't. So narrow it down. Narrow it down while you're packing your bag. And lastly, I totally forgot my last one. This has happened to me before. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm gonna say last, because this comes right before Thanksgiving weekend. We actually have family coming in a little early too, but next week, as people start coming in, just try and lighten up your schedule. I am really trying to lighten up my schedule so I too can enjoy and I too can prepare. There's nothing like last minute stuff when you're not ready for it, and it does make you kind of crabby. And a host that's crabby, that's not fun. That's not a fun thing to be at. You can kind of tell when people are tense and stuff. Be that nice person. Be that nice person to welcome them in. The words welcoming, inviting, hospitable, and a big word, gracious. Oh my, that's one I've looked to so many people in my world and said, wow, they're really gracious. I wish I could be more like that. I feel like I'm a good time, but am I gracious? That is a wonderful quality I see in people. And those are the homes you want to be in because it's so inviting and it makes you feel comfortable. So that is just a thing before we jump into Friday Favorites tomorrow. I've already got those set, but I'm like, I didn't do my thing about host and guest. So there it is. Thank you for listening. I never do my things in the evening, but I have been going so that I can enjoy my family next week. Happy almost Thanksgiving.